Have you ever been in a company that's trying to be agile, but it just feels like organized chaos? Or maybe you're looking for a way to really stand out, to prove you can lead big, complex projects. Well, that is exactly where SAFe certification comes into play. Today, we're going to break down what it is, why it's a huge deal, and what it could mean for your career.
All right, let's just kick things off with one single, really important number, 83%. You go look for a job related to the Scaled Agile framework right now, and that's the percentage of roles that will either require or strongly prefer a certification. That's the industry telling you loud and clear, this isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's becoming a key to the door.
And what does that kind of demand do for your wallet? Well, it can mean a salary bump of anywhere from $5,000 all the way up to $36,000. And the reason is simple. Companies are absolutely willing to pay a premium for people who have proven, validated skills to manage change at a massive scale.
And if you decide to go for it, you're in good company. You'd be joining this incredible global community of over 2 million professionals who have already gotten SAFe certified. So, this isn't some tiny niche framework. It has become a worldwide standard for how huge organizations get things done. So what's our game plan for this explainer? First, we'll talk about the Career Agility Challenge. Then, we'll get into exactly what SAFe certification is. We're going to map out your path to certification and then help you in finding the right SAFe certification for you. After that, we'll cover all the great benefits of being certified before we wrap up by asking the big question. Is SAFe your next step? Okay, so let's start with this massive challenge that really almost every company is wrestling with right now: agility. We're not talking about just one team moving fast. We're talking about getting the whole organization, hundreds, maybe thousands of people, all working together smoothly. We're going to see why industry leaders are betting on SAFe to solve that exact problem.
And that, of course, leads us right to the next big question. What on earth is the Scaled Agile framework? And more importantly, what does getting certified in it actually mean for you? Let's demystify this whole thing.
The easiest way to think about a SAFe certification is that it's two things at once. First, it's proof. It's a formal credential that says to any employer, yep, I know how to lead change in a big, complex business. And second, it's kind of like a passport. It connects you to this huge global community of experts who all speak the same language when it comes to solving these enterprise-level challenges.
So, you're interested. How do you actually get one? Now, you might be thinking it's some long, complicated process, but honestly, it's not. It really boils down to a pretty straightforward 3-step journey. It's a really logical progression. First, you dive in and learn the framework, usually by taking a course. Next, you really prepare. You use the official study guides. You take the practice tests. You make sure there are 0 surprises when you walk into that exam. And finally, you pass the exam, earn that digital badge, and you're certified for a full year. Okay, but here's the key thing to understand. SAFe certification isn't just one single thing. It's not a one-size-fits-all deal. There are actually a bunch of different certifications, each designed for a specific role. So let's figure out which one is the perfect match for you. Let's start with the folks who are on the ground, in the trenches, doing the work every single day. These are the certifications built specifically for the team and technical members, the real engine of any Agile organization. And you can see how tailored these are. The SASM, or SAFe Scrum Master, is for the person who's like the coach on the field, guiding the team every day. For the people actually writing the code and designing the systems, the architects, there's the Agile Software Engineer cert. And if your job is to make sure that brilliant code actually gets to the customer, you're looking at the DevOps Practitioner certification. It's all about bridging that gap. But what if you're not coding, but you're the one setting the strategy or leading the teams? Well, SAFe has a whole other set of really powerful certifications designed for managers and leaders who are driving the change from the top. And you can really see the leadership career path here. The SAFe Agilist, or SA, is for the executives steering the ship. The product owner/product manager, the POPM, that's for the people deciding what gets built. A release train engineer is like an air traffic controller for multiple teams, a super scrum master. And at the very top, you've got lean portfolio management. That's for the leaders holding the purse strings, making sure strategy and execution are perfectly aligned. Okay, so you did it, you studied, you passed the exam. What does that shiny new digital badge actually get you? Let me tell you, the value here goes way, way beyond just a new line on your LinkedIn profile. When you get certified, you unlock this entire support system.
That digital badge, it's verifiable proof of your skills. You also get a full year of access to SAFe Studio, which is just packed with tools and resources you can use on the job tomorrow. But maybe the best part is you join that global professional community. You get access to exclusive job boards. It's a whole ecosystem built to help you succeed and keep growing.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Listen to this from Abram Jansay. He's an enterprise agility coach over at Philips. He said he, quote, never imagined so many meaningful conversations and shifts to be possible. That right there, that's what it's all about. It's not just theory. It's about making a real, tangible impact in the real world. Which brings us to our final question, and this one is all about you. We've talked about the demand in the job market, the salary potential, the different paths you can take. So, with all of that on the table, is a SAFe certification the right next step for your professional journey? So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Where could true business agility take your career? Because whether you want to lead a massive transformation or just become an even more valuable player on your team, this framework really does offer a clear path forward. Thanks for tuning in.